It's American Gun Chick.
And this is Eric with IraqVeteran8888, and it's Gun Day Monday. Were you supposed to say that?
I don't know. That's why I was just like... Alright, what's up guys? I'm here with Eric from IV88, and we're gonna go hunting. And I'm gonna go hunting for my first time. Are you excited?
Are you?
I'm excited.
I hunt all the time. But yeah, I absolutely adore any chance that I can get to get out in the woods and go hunting. So yes, I'm totally ready.
I'm excited. I mean, let's see what happens.
All right. 50 yards away, and that is completely fine because the critter that you're going to be killing is going to be 3 or 4 times the size of that coyote. So if you can shoot a coyote target at 50 yards, you're going to be able to shoot the deer, no problem. Yeah. Don't shoot anything but a deer. That's it. It's easy. Just don't overcomplicate.
Something might or might not die.
Exactly.
So Eric pointed me to my tree stand, and I was off to sit and wait. The landscape was beautiful. Once I was settled in for a good 15 to 20 minutes of pure silence, I thought any minute a deer was going to arrive. Man, was I wrong. Today, I went on my first ever deer hunt. So I got a 2-day hunting license, so for the next 48 hours, I'm gonna try and go, you know, in the morning and at night until I get a deer. I'm gonna really try and push it. I had, he let me use his rifle. It was a Henry, no, it wasn't a Henry. I'll ask him tomorrow, but it was a lever action rifle, and it was like 44 mag or something like that. And first I practiced with it, shooting steel at a distance, you know, got a grouping that was like pretty tight like that. And then he's like, all right, you're ready, you can do it. So the scope was really nice. I get up there, I'm sitting, I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm definitely gonna get a deer because my grouping's tight. They said there's a lot of deers roaming around lately. I'll be good unless there's one way far away. I sat there for a while, noticed some chipmunks running around, some birds everywhere, and I was like, when are the deer gonna come? But no deer showed up. So we're gonna wake up early before the crack of dawn tomorrow and go out there and try again and try and get some deer, and then if that doesn't work, go again during the evening at night, and then maybe one more time in the morning the next day. If that, I'm not really sure, but if I don't get a deer still, that's all right, because I can still say I went on my first hunt. I did get a deer, but I learned something about hunting, which is the most beautiful part is sitting there in complete silence, just listening to all the creatures and thinking about everything, and not even thinking about life or like what's going on in like politics or like this or that or like your friends and who's mad at you, what's going on, what drama. It was just like looking around nature and thinking I am in a completely different world right now, and all these animals right here right now have to walk around every single day thinking, am I gonna die? I'm not really sure. I don't know if I'm gonna die. They eat a little bit, they look up, look around. They always look like they're sketched out. And their biggest stress is if they're gonna die. And that makes me think my biggest stress isn't if I'm gonna die. My biggest stress is like, man, am I gonna get the RV toilet fixed or this or that? And it kind of makes you take for granted your life. And it makes me grateful that I have training and I'm able to protect myself and I'm able to be a lion in when society, most people are sheep. But it makes me grateful that my problems are not as big as some of the other problems. And it's kind of nice to just sit there in nature. I saw a cardinal. I saw, it was either a possum or a fox or a coyote. I'm not sure because it was dark. It was one of those. And I saw squirrels running around. It was pretty. I saw a lot of things in nature, and I had a good day and it made me happy. So we'll try it again tomorrow. Alright, so far hunting's fun and it's exciting waiting around, but I don't really know if I like it very much because it's really cold and I don't like the hours you have to get up.
You know, use that flashlight to get your bearings, and then put it out. Like, use the minimum amount of light that you possibly can. If you can creep in and get in there without getting busted, you probably shoot one.
I'm definitely not a morning person, but once I'm out there, it's all sunshine and rainbows, even when it isn't.
It's loaded. Get in, just caught the hammer. All right. Good luck.
Let's go get some steak. I feel like I'm in the Hunger Games. So I was back at it again, cocked, locked, and ready to roll. Damn it. I want deer, not beef. It'd be cool to wake up every morning, come out, and do this and hunt, and then go get breakfast, and then go to Ulta. Because I love guns and I love makeup. Leaves, it looks like deer.
Well, you know, the funny thing is when you're hunting, everything looks like deer. You know what I mean? It's like, because your mind plays tricks on you, and it's like that's all you want to see is the deer you're trying to kill. After a while, you sit in one place and you're looking at the same thing all the time. It'll really screw with
you. Alright, so we didn't get anything this morning. So we're going out there. We're going to a new spot this time. We're going to try the sunset. We're going to try and get something. So let's see what happens. And yep, those are Uggs. Just got up in the tree. Now we're gonna try and get him. Let's see what happens. Today's the final day, so I hope it's good. But as the sun dropped further and further, I began to realize it just wasn't in the cards. And then there one was.
Get it again, pump it, get it again. Pump it, get it again. Shoot him again, shoot.
You can't shoot him when he's running. I had my crosshairs lined up right on his chest, but it's so dark out that I couldn't really see that clear. But I saw that it was lined up on his chest, but he was eating and then he brought his head up and then I don't know if I got him. It's beating really fast. He started running away and I thought about trying to shoot him again, but dude, he's going way too fast. I would have probably got like a gunshot.
You don't shoot him. You don't shoot him. If he's running, but if you pop off one shot, then you just open up and get him.
Eric told me that if they're running, do not shoot them. All right, so I'm out here with Eric, and I actually got to experience my first hunting experience, and it was fun. I didn't see anything for the first like couple times, and then the last night, like the evening we went out, I was sitting there and there was this spot and I saw one deer run by, but it was running by, so I didn't get that one. But then another one came through, and it was dark by this point, so it was like, you know, like you could see silhouettes of stuff, and so I looked over and I saw one and I thought, is that a dog? There's no way that's a cow because it's too small. It was really small, and then when you put up the scope, I looked in the scope and you could see it brighter, and I saw a deer, and I was like, all right. And I was like, this is my opportunity, you know. I lined up my shot, got my crosshairs, and then, you know, fired the shot, but it ran off. I missed that one. Another one came, a second one, you know, lined up the shot again, waited a little bit longer for the second one, and then shot at that one, but missed that one too. And I think the biggest lesson that I learned from hunting is that you have to be patient, because I think from waiting around all day and all night and then seeing nothing to seeing that, I was like, all right, I gotta get this deer. So I rushed into it. I should have waited till it was in the perfect position, but I think I just got overly excited and I went too quick. And I think the biggest key is patience. You really
I think you did good though. I mean, the thing that, you know, you want to always drive home positive reinforcement and negative reinforcement. You already mentioned the patience level. You know, it is a game of patience. It's a waiting game when you're talking about waiting on deer. You know, you have to wait for them to come into the appropriate position for you to fire the shot. Sometimes it's not going to be when you want it to be. So you have to accept the fact that sometimes you may not be able to take the shot at all.
And I think that's the hardest part, because there was for a second where it was kind of close to that point where I was like, I can kind of see it, but I was like, I don't want to miss this opportunity because I've been waiting so long. I need to get this deer. And then to miss it, I was pretty butthurt, but I think to not shoot at it at all and completely miss my chance of going for it, I would have been pretty pissed off.
Yep, and sometimes you have to have that hunter's humility, and you have to be able to walk away in a certain situation. And look, the thing is, you shot within legal light. So you noticed how dark that was.
Yeah.
But it was still legal to shoot a deer at that point. Hunting will teach you the limitations of your shooting abilities.
I knew that it wasn't my skill that was lacking. It was just like, I'm just not, I don't know what it was. Maybe it was my skill, but
you got excited.
Was just...
But then there's also the aspect of, holy crap, I've never killed anything before. Oh my God. And,
yeah, and I remember thinking, as soon as I was looking at, you know, those crosshairs like right on that deer, I remember thinking, like watching the deer eat, and it looked so peaceful and pretty, and I was like, do I really want to just end its day? And then I was like, I guess so. And then, you know, I just went for it, because I was like, you know what, I have to do this, because I don't want to be a hypocrite and go eat burgers and all that and then hate on hunting, you know. So I really wanted to do it, and it's pretty peaceful, I think, just being out there. And I don't really know what it's like to kill an animal yet, but you know. But
you know what it's like to shoot at one.
Yeah.
You know that feeling. You'll get there.
Yeah.
Just give it some time. But you did great. Like when I went hunting for the first time, I missed my first deer too. So look, it happens, okay?
Did you miss 2 in a row?
No, I didn't. But I did miss. I mean, look, you miss. It happens.
Yeah.
Okay? You have to learn and move on.
What I thought was really crazy is the first one, you know, I was kind of sitting there looking around, and then we were kind of whispering back and forth, and then I look over, I was like, whoa, there's a deer. Like, how did that happen, you know? And then so I go and then shoot at him, and he takes off, and then I was like, well, that was it. And then I see another one come out. I'm like, how is there another one? Didn't he hear the shot? And I was like, okay, well, I'm going for him too, you know?
Deer are weird.
Yeah.
They do spooky, weird things.
It's almost like the second one was like, hey, you can take a shot at me too if you want.
Deer are kind of like little ninjas. Like they just creep out, and there they are. Like, you know, you can't.
It almost looked like a ghost. But that was fun. Thank you for having me out and
absolutely
taking me hunting, and
anytime
he's been
you
a good
want.
host.
If you guys are ever passing through, you want to hunt again, as long as we're in deer hunting season, we'll be happy to have you back. You'd let me know anytime you want to come hunt, and hopefully we'll get you on a deer. Yeah, and I'm definitely going to do it again. That was a lot of fun. Good deal. I think the fun part is you wait around so long, and when you get that opportunity, you get so excited. Yeah, I mean, and if you guys have anyone in your life that's wants to go hunting, like any girls that are nervous to go hunting or they don't know how they feel about it or anything, just show them this video. And if they go out for the first time and they, you know, blow it and they miss a couple deers, then tell them not to feel bad, because it has nothing to do with what kind of shooter they are, if they're good or bad. It has nothing to do with that. It's really just comes down to how excited you got and if controlling your nerves. So yeah, I mean, if you guys like this video, then give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe so you can see more experiences like this, and stay tuned for more Gun Day Mondays. That's right. Y'all have a good one.
Hit that thumbs up button and check out tomscustomguns.com for all your Cerakote needs. And head on over to NSR Tactical and use promo code AGC for 5% off. The best holsters in the business.